Well, Angela, first off, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to talk with me. I am Ben Welch for HHB Media, and essentially, this is going to be a nice interview, man, for you to voice your opinions and thoughts of your movie. So, first off, if you don't mind, telling the people your name, the name of your film, and just tell us a little bit about that and how Ink came to be.
My name is Angelo Studioso. My film is called Ink. It came to be. It was birthed out of another movie that we had shot a few months prior, and the movie that we had shot just was not the movie that I was wanting it to be. And while I was in the editing room for that one, we were cutting it together, and I was just realizing like, this is not where it was supposed to be, and we need to get moving on another project instead of getting stuck here. And so we kind of put that one to the side for the time being, and I started writing another one. It took me a few months to write it, and at the time, like my closest friend was talking about moving away, and I felt a lot of that was on me because of the movie that we had shot. And I felt like he was disappointed in how that went. And I kind of felt that like what we had tried to go about creating together had kind of like pushed us further apart than we'd been before. And so in this movie that I made, that we shot, it tackles that and kind of when you have two people that are so close and they both feel like they are raising each other in a way and they both feel like they always have something to teach the other one. And the two people in Ink are lifelong best friends who end up coming across a alien life form. Not they don't know where it came from, but they find it as an egg and they start raising it as their own and they have conflicting ideas about it, and the whole movie is testing their relationship and seeing if what they're going about together will end up tearing them apart or if it will bring them together stronger in the end.
Awesome, awesome. Um, for well, obviously, Ink has a lot of editing, obviously.
Yes.
So talk to me about how the creature that you guys edited in. Talk to me about how that idea came and about how the process was behind the scenes, getting that to work and translate into film.
So the idea for the creature initially was going to be to motion capture it. I watched a lot of videos on people who had done that before. I'd looked and researched into like purchasing a motion capture suit and all of that. I'd started trying to teach myself Blender on my computer, and quickly realized that the type of turnaround I was looking for to get it done, that wasn't going to work. And so I ended up watching Roger Rabbit and realizing that was the kind of look that I wanted to go for. And I'm not an animator by any means. And so I started looking into ways to learn that like Disney Renaissance era animation that was so popular at the time, that frame by frame animation, and realized again that that wasn't going to work. And so I looked through all these old movies and I ended up finding an adaptation of Lord of the Rings from either the 60s or the 70s where they had had people act out the entire movie and then they rotoscoped over them, which is the process of taking each frame of the movie and drawing over it. And so what we ended up doing is we had an actor on set who was in a gray suit so that the other actors had something to act against. And we would film that take, and then we would film another take without him there. And then in the end, I ended up rotoscoping over that actor's movements for every scene that he's in, and then learning very simple animation techniques for the um, scenes that would require something that we couldn't get a human body to do.
Wow, wow,
It
that's
would
impressive. That's impressive.
I think it was 69,000 individual frames that we had to do by the end of it.
Really? And how long, like what was the time frame? Because I know you talked about like you don't have the time frame to work with mocap. So what was the time frame that you had to deal with between like learning that and like your project finishing?
I taught myself how to rotoscope and edited the movie and had it fully done within 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. No, that's impressive, man. That's
thank you.
impressive.
It just kind of
Awesome.
like became my life every night. I would get home from work and I was like, all right, I gotta get
Hmm.
like 200 frames done tonight. So, and that was
Great, great.
awesome.
No, I will say like it really is impressive to see like because watching the film I like saw like the clip like not the clip like a picture I guess and like I was like wondering I was like oh like that's cool you know but then like watching it it's just so much more lively, and
Thank you.
like the rotoscoping is like very interesting because like I feel you usually see like a kind of a cartoony look now if people are mixing live action and stuff, but you rarely see like a rotoscope type, especially like something when you get with like a plain face and stuff like that. But I definitely think it helped like push the meaning of your film forward.
Thank you.
Um, so towards the end of this, I just want to ask if you have any other projects or productions that you might be featured in or working on that you feel comfortable sharing, of course, and let the people know how they can view that and get in
Ab-
contact with you.
Absolutely. So this year we are working on making 10 short films, which is going to be one short film every month from now until September, and those will all be available at Studioso Studios YouTube channel. And right now there's one, the first two are up. The next one should be up by the end of this month. And then I'm currently writing a, surrealist horror film right now that should be shooting beginning of January next year.
Awesome, awesome. And what was the YouTube again?
It's going to be Studioso Studios, and it's the YouTube channel.
Studioso Studios.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are there any Instagram handles or anything else people can get in contact with you personally or your media team or whatnot?
I do not have any personal accounts, no.
Okay. Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with
Thank you.
that. Nothing. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for again taking this time out to talk about your film and thank you also for putting in that work, and I appreciate you submitting it into TRILLVISION's Film Festival. We're all super excited to share it with everyone.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.
No, of course, of course.